Travis Denning, how we doing, man? How's
Doing
life?
good, dude. Hanging in there, man. Just rocking and rolling at my house.
Right? As we all are. I read something the other day that you picked up a banjo during the whole pandemic thing and started teaching yourself how to do that. Is that right?
Yeah, it's like a ganjo. It's kind of like it's like cheating at banjo. It's still a guitar as far as like how it's strung, but it's on a banjo body. But it's still like it's a totally weird feeling, and it's a different kind of influence, and you're like in a different headspace when you play it. So I'm like half banjo playing right now, but it's been fun.
What's the coolest lick you've learned or taught yourself on the banjo?
Actually, probably my favorite so far is just a song that we just recorded called "Call It Country," and it's just got this super fast, like kind of hillbilly shoes reminiscent lick, and so the banjo's kicking on that one.
And so you guys are full on working on a new album at this point, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, we're just working on just music in general. I mean, whether it's a like an EP or a full length. I mean, just we've cut two songs and actually three. We cut one at the end of last year, and yeah, we're just making music, trying to stay creative.
Well, congrats on After a Few, number one, killer tune. You've obviously got the new one out, which is called Abby. I'm going to play a clip of it real quick.
And now you wanna know if there's somebody else. Well, if I'm being honest, and the answer is yes. And her name is Abby. That's anybody but you.
I love it, man, because you think by the name of it, you think it's going to be a song about a girl named Abby, and it's absolutely not. Tell me about this tune.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you just said. I heard it. A buddy of mine played it for me about a year or two ago, and I just laughed so hard when I heard it. I was like, "That's the perfect savage breakup song," and but it just felt like something I felt like anybody could relate to, whether it was a guy or a girl, because I think when the guy hears it, they're like, "Oh yeah, I've broken up with that girl before." When a girl hears it, she's like, "And I'm Abby, I'm the good one,"
Right.
And it's just been a crazy, crazy reaction from fans, and especially live. We got to play it a few times before everything's shut down, and it's a special song. I'm really excited to hear it on the airwaves real soon.
Well, look, man, I mean, you're a killer songwriter, and you've got big hits for other artists as well. And this is one of the songs on the EP that you didn't write. So I feel like it had to stand out in a way for you, right? I mean, every other song on the EP you were a part of writing. And so for you, this one had to be extremely special.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a no-brainer. I think is kind of where it was. I've always believed that the best song wins. That's kind of the first rule they tell you when you move here. Is like, look, don't let your ego get in the way of cutting a great song, And I just heard that song, and first off, I was jealous of it. I thought, dang, I wish I'd written that one. And that's usually a good sign for me when I'm like, maybe I should record that. And it just, honestly, dude, it just felt right. I immediately felt like it was a song made for me, and I just had to record it.
Well, you've written hits for Michael Ray, Jason Aldean, Justin Moore, Kinda Don't Care, Her World or Mine, They Don't Know. Is there one of those songs that you think now, damn, I should have held that for myself?
You know what? The one song that I always go back to and wish I'd kept was "Pickup Lines" that Justin Moore recorded on the "I Don't Care" record. And I'll admit right now that Justin sang it better than I do, probably. But I mean, I remember my dad going. He goes, "Son, I love your version, but damn, Justin killed it." And when your parents are telling you that Justin did it better, then he definitely did. But that song, I don't know why, I'm just like, it just means something to me. I think it was one of the first songs I wrote that was like, I felt like I'd finally dialed in to my thing. Like, I wrote a song and I was like, I love the hook, I love the story, and I feel like it's 100% truly who I am as like an artist and a creator. So, that song could sell 2 copies for the rest of its life, but it's special to me because I think it was just like my first song that I got. You know what I mean? I went, everything fired on all cylinders when we wrote this.
Congratulations, ACM New Male Vocalist of the Year. So I was looking through and I wanted to read some of the other winners in the past. Vince Gill, Randy Travis, Alan Jackson, Clint Black, Tracy Lawrence, Tim McGraw. Like, those are insane names. How does it feel to be, first off, even nominated, and have you started to picture and fathom winning and having that trophy in your place?
Yeah, I mean, just to be up there nominated with some amazing names is just super special. I mean, it's kind of when After a Few went number one, someone told me, they're like, this week in time, you had the top spot in like country music history, and nobody can take that away from you. And that's how I kind of feel about with this is like, you're nominated for a really prestigious award, and that can never get taken away from you. And that's a special thing to have. And that's really just how I feel about it. It's an awesome accomplishment. You know, as far as like the possibility of winning, I mean, who knows, man? It's stacked. It's insane who's nominated in there. And I think anybody could have it all day long. So I'll just, you know, hey, I'll just be prepared if it happens, and I'll be prepared if it don't. Honestly, I'm actually just super excited to be nominated. If I win, cool. If I don't, I totally see why, because there's some studs in that category. I mean, awesome dudes.
You are, we've chatted a few times, and you are admittedly a fan of 90s country. And so then I find it really interesting, because the last time we talked was before you had started dating your girlfriend, who is the daughter of John Michael Montgomery, one of the legendary 90s country artists. Can you tell me about how you guys met, and then how cool, she's beautiful, obviously, how cool it was for you to be like, dude, your dad is John Michael Montgomery?
So we met, me and her met at Losers in Nashville. And we just met, and we were friends for a long time, kind of before we started dating. But yeah, I mean, she told me like that, you know, that night, I remember she said like, yeah, my dad was in the business. And I was like, who's your dad? She said John Michael. I was like, that's pretty, you know, that's cool. And you know, but for me, man, it's like, that's always just been her dad, you know what I mean? It's never even been a thing like that. But he's man, he's awesome. I mean, we talk about fishing literally just about every other day. And yeah, he's a great guy. We were up there for a couple of days this past week, and it was a lot of fun. So the whole family's great. Me and her brother are super tight, and hang out a lot these days. And yeah, they're a great family.
I want to do something. I do it every now and then. It's called Beer or Not. I think you're a cool dude to do this with. I'm going to give you 4 names of craft beers. Maybe they're real, maybe they're not. You tell me whether it's a real beer or not. Here we go. Number 1, Citra Ass Down. Citra Ass Down. Is that a beer or not?
That's real. That's a beer.
Yeah, it's a beer. Number 2, Jukebox. Jukebox. Beer or not?
Jukebox?
Jukebox. Beer or not?
I feel like this is kind of a trick, because it seems like there would have to be a beer named Jukebox. It seems kind of normal. So I'm going no, it's not a beer.
You are absolutely correct. And it is a trick question, because there's one called the Jukebox, but there's not one just called straight up Jukebox. Number 3, Hoppy Ending Pale Ale. Hoppy Ending Pale Ale. Beer or not?
That's real.
Last one, my favorite one on the list, Hoptimus Prime. Beer or not?
Yeah, that's a beer. Yeah,
it is. It's a damn good one, too.
I haven't had it, but I've seen it before.
The can, and it looks like, you know, Optimus Prime, obviously, but it's got the hops surrounding it.
I was hoping you were going to say Moose Drool, because that's a really good beer that I love, that people like when I say that, people are like, ugh. And I'm like, no, it's good. And it's real. Good.
Isn't there one from, I remember seeing an interview where you were talking about one of your favorites, and it was from Macon, I think, right?
Yeah, it's Making Progress.
Progress.
And they have Making Progress, Making Love. They got Making, I think they had a Making History, but yeah, it's the Macon Beer Company.
I love it. It's genius. Travis, It's always good to catch up with you, man. I love the song, Abby. We're going to play it on the show, man. And again, congrats on everything. Congrats on ACM New Male Vocalist of the Year. Hopefully you win it. We'll celebrate, man.
Thanks, Coop. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Bye.